What do you guys think about this? And maybe a follow-up question. Will clarity actually get through? I've heard more and more people seemingly more confident that it will this year.
I think it'll go through, and I think it'll go through in its current form, which is really surprising to everyone that the banks got what they want. I mean, an official document hasn't been released yet, but as you said, most of the reports are coming out that its newest draft language, it's not going to allow the rewards on stablecoins, but it does leave room for like other types of rewards tied to platform activity. But you're not going to be able to just park your USDC and earn 4% from the treasuries. And that's been like the long-standing question of like, why can the banks earn yield on my money, but I can't? And the crypto exchanges have made this easy. Like with a few taps, you just get whatever the treasuries are paying and it's done. But that's, of course, a big problem for the banks because if everyone finds out you can do that, and there's been studies on this, a lot of papers have warned that if everyone were to seamlessly earn yield on their USD at a crypto exchange, there would almost certainly be a certain level of deposit flight from the banks. And they can't have that. Jamie Dimon needs his bonus, and the boomers who hold Bank of America stock, they need to go on vacation to Puerto Vallarta. And that's like pretty much the only reason. If they're going to talk about, oh, we need guardrails and make sure it's still safe, I think that's a psyop. Like this is risk-free yield from the Treasury. And that's the key issue that the crypto industry was fighting the banks over. So I'm not surprised. And I think it'll go through in this current form. But maybe I'm just being pessimistic again.
So I used to like what you thought, Alex, and then Austin Campbell. He is a host on Bips and Bits. I always whatever. Sorry guys. Anyway, he wrote a couple articles which I think I linked to in the newsletter, both of them, and he convinced me that the banks were wrong. Basically. And the problem with the Clarity Act, the real problem, and I'm just going to be regurgitating what he says, so this is not something from me, but I agree with it. Anyway, the problem here is that the banks getting their way really sets a precedent, and it's a bad precedent because the banks are getting their way for the wrong reasons, for exactly the wrong reasons, as in they won't have any deposit flight, right? So they're saying this, and it's unclear if they actually believe it or not. But it's almost worse if they do believe it, because then that means that they don't understand basic finance, at least the crypto side of finance. But Austin Campbell, he has a couple articles where he systematically walks through how a US-domiciled stablecoin is created and where those deposits go, how they are created or destroyed, right? And basically, the TLDR is any stablecoin that's created in the US is deposited in a bank. Thus, there is no deposit flight at all. There's basically zero deposit flight. In fact, you see quite the opposite. Because there's appetite for stablecoins, you would see increased deposits at these banks. And so the arguments that they're using are either A, lies or disingenuousness, or they're just like, they don't understand. So choose which one you think is worse.